Hi students, our study today about marginal cost. Marginal cost denoted by C small m of Q. Big M, it means the average cost. Small m is the marginal cost, or denoted by MC of Q. This is most often used in all official exams. Big MC of Q is nothing else than the derivative of the cost. So, and it by definition, it is the cost of producing one additional unit. Okay, this is the derivative you took last year in secondary 2. Always derivative is CTQ plus 1 minus CT of Q. So that's why it's the cost of producing Q plus 1. When we say CTQ plus 1 minus CT of Q, it's the cost of producing one additional unit. So let us take what first of all, let's see the difference between total cost of 5 and marginal cost of 5. Suppose in the problem total cost of 5 is $1,000. It means the cost of the whole the five products altogether. I have 5 items, all together they cost $1,000. However, if CM of 5 is $200, it means the cost of producing the 6 unit, only the 6 unit is $200. So if this is CT of Q as given here, the first question, find the fixed cost. So you take Q to be 0, so it will be 2, but since CT is in 1,000, as you can see, it will be $2,000. If they want the average cost, so you divide this by Q, it will be half Q plus 1 plus 2 over Q. And if they want the average cost, so we do the derivative, so it will be Q plus 1. Similarly for marginal profit, marginal profit is also the P small m of Q. It's the derivative of the profit from selling also one additional unit. Suppose you have this example, this is the total cost, it's in 1,000, and I give you the revenue where Q is in ton. Find the total profit. We know the total profit is revenue minus cost, so 2Q plus 1 minus Q squared plus 4Q minus 5, you have this one. If they want the average profit, so we divide this by Q, so you're going to get minus Q plus 6. Here this is 6, not 6Q. We need to erase the 6. Minus 4 over Q, because I divide up all by Q. And if I want the marginal profit, I do the derivative of the profit. So this is the profit here, I do the derivative, so minus 2Q plus 6. And if I want the marginal profit, the maximum profit, I equate this to 0. Minus 2Q plus 6 equal to 0. Q will be equal 3 tons. And this is a maximum. Why? Because here I have a parabola where A is negative. If you have a parabola where A is negative, it will be of that form. You have a positive, so here you have a maximum, so that's why we equate it to 0. Similarly, we have marginal revenue, so it's the R small m of Q, derivative of the revenue from selling one additional unit. Suppose this is the revenue, total revenue. Suppose I want the average revenue, so you divide it by Q. So you're going to get 5Q plus 8 minus 3 over Q. And if you want to find the marginal revenue, you just do the derivative, which is 10Q plus 8. Now, I'm going to introduce then a chapter we're going to take. The next chapter is going to be about logarithm. So it's a function. You have it in your calculator. Ln x, derivative of ln x is 1 over x. If you have an expression inside ln u, the derivative of ln u will be u prime over U. Example, if you have 2 ln x minus 3, derivative of ln x is 1 over x, so 2 over x. If you have ln 3x minus 4, so derivative will be u prime, so derivative of 3x minus 4 is a 3 over 3x minus 4. So derivative of logarithm, you just need only the notion. So if you have ln 3x minus 4, derivative will be you derive inside over the expression inside. Okay? Let us take this example. I gave you marginal cost where Q is in hundreds and CQ in millions of Lebanese lira. Show that this is the cost function. I told you show that this is the cost function. So to show that this is the cost, you need to do its derivative. So if you do its derivative here, what do you get? 2Q minus 8. Derivative of ln u is u prime over u. U prime is 1. Derivative of q plus 2 is 1. So 1 over q plus 2 times 20. So 20 over q plus 2. If you do same denominator, you have the marginal cost. always, and they gave us a particular point where the fixed cost amount to 5 million. I want to check that this is correct, the fixed cost, so I put here Q to be 0. If you put Q to be 0, you're going to get 20 ln 2 minus 8.86. You have the ln in your calculator. If you do 20 ln 2 minus 8.86, you're going to get 5 million Lebanese lira. What does it mean? It means if this is the marginal cost, this is true, the total cost. Then evaluate the marginal cost of producing 200 units. So I do CM of 2 and I multiply it by million. So it's million. What does this number represent? Because it's the marginal, we said it's the cost of producing one additional unit. And if this is 2, it will be the 3. But since X is in 100, so it will be the next 300 units. Now another example, I gave you marginal cost, where marginal cost in millions of Lebanese lira and X is in hundreds of units. Find the marginal cost of producing 300 units. So it will be million MC of 3. So you're going to get 9 over 5 millions Lebanese lira. What does this number represent? It's the cost of producing one additional unit. It means the next 400, sorry, here the next 400 units. So you must have here 4. Show that the cost function, this is, I want to prove that this is the cost. So what we do, like we did in before, we do the derivative. So 2 times 0.5x, so this is 1x. Derivative of minus 4x is minus 4. Ln u is u prime over u, so 1 over x plus 2 times 14. So if you do same denominator, you can check it by yourself. You're going to get the marginal cost. Knowing that the fixed cost amount to 5 million, so you replace here C0. If you replace by 0, you're going to get 14 ln 2 minus 4.7. It's around 5 million Lebanese lira. Suppose the revenue from selling 200 units is 20 million. So what I gave you here, I gave you the revenue from selling 200 units is 20 million Lebanese lira, while the average cost of from selling 200 units is 10,000. Evaluate the profit from selling these 200 units. First of all, the profit is revenue minus cost. So revenue and the cost is XC bar. And I want the profit from selling 200 units. First of all, the revenue from selling these 200 units is 20 millions. But because it's in millions, so I put it as 2. And I want C bar of X, which is CX over X, and CX is XC bar. So X here is in, it's 2. And C bar of 2, it's 10,000. Why? And we need to find the unit of C bar. We know that C bar of X is CX over X, right? They gave us the unit of C of X, which is million. So this is million. And the unit of X is in 100. So what will be the unit of C bar? It will be 10,000. And since this is 10,000, okay, so it will be, this is 1. Okay, so it will be 20 minus 2 times 1 is 2, which is 18 million Lebanese lira. Here they gave us marginal profit. Marginal profit is in 100,000 Lebanese lira, and the products in 10,000. Find the marginal profit from selling 250 units. So I divide by 1,000. Okay, so it will be 0.25 and multiply it by 10 power 5 because it's 100,000. What does this represent? The profit from selling one additional unit. B, show that the profit is this one. So we need to do the derivative. So the derivative is x minus 4 plus 14 over x plus 2. So if you do same denominator, you have this one. Knowing that the profit from selling 2,000 units in a P of 2 is around to 15 million. So I do P of 2 here. I replace by P of 2. So 4 times 0.5 is 2 minus 8 plus 14 ln 4 plus 1.59. If you do it on calculator, you're going to get 15 million Lebanese lira, which is correct. Suppose each product is sold at 10,000 and such that 85% are sold and the rest are destroyed. Find the revenue. So you know the revenue, this is the revenue, and you can find the cost, which is profit cost is revenue minus profit. You know already this one.